Alright, John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods here today at our Homer City location in Pennsylvania, and we're going to go over this newest addition to our inventory, a 1986 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. Now this car is kind of like a virtual time capsule from '86. This thing is all original, the motor, transmission, rear end, interior, all the body panels, everything you see here, basically all original to the car ever since it was new. So what you're seeing here is the Monte Carlo SS with the white exterior. You've got the black, silver, and red SS stripes all the way back the side of the car and up over the wheel wells. That's how these cars would have come from the factory. It's got all of your SS badging and logos and decals on it, and all of the extra trim that the SS would have come with. Now, as far as wheels and tires go, you can see ours has still the original wheels for it. These are the 15x8 aluminum Monte Carlo SS wheels. Now tires, these are not the original tires for the car though. These are brand new tires. These are BFGoodrich Radial TAs, 215/65 R15s on all four corners of the car. Again, brand new tires. Now when it comes to the 86 cars here, again, we typically deal with a lot of the older stuff, but you're going to look at things such as like the gaps and door elevations on the car. And again, when you look at the gaps on this car, they're very uniform front to back. Elevations are all in alignment when you look at the door compared to the front fenders and the rear quarter panels, and all of your body lines all line up too on this car. All of the glass, you can see the side glass here in the driver's side, at least right now, that is all in great shape. There's no chips or cracks in it. Nothing back here in the quarter window either. These are tinted glass. And then of course you've got the mirrors on both sides in this car, driver's and passenger side. The driver's side is a remote adjusted mirror, so you can go ahead and adjust that without rolling your window down. Also has T-tops. These T-tops are in good shape. All the seals and everything, those have been replaced and good and watertight on these T-tops. So let's go ahead and open our door up. We'll take a look at the interior now. And again, this is just all factory original interior. You've got the burgundy cloth or velour style upholstery on the seats, matching carpeting, door panels and such. Got the burgundy dash on it too, and of course your dash has the Monte Carlo SS badging on that. That is all factory instrumentation. The Speedo and such, again, all original to the car. It does have factory air conditioning, and it's got the full center console in it with the automatic shifter right there on the floor. Of course, it retains all of the seat belts too in this car. All of your seals around the doors here too. These are all in great condition too. Again, everything should seal up nice and tight on this car. Should not ever have a worry about the outside elements with this vehicle. As we come back, again, all of our panels are nice and straight the whole way back along the sides of the car. As we get to the rear of the car, of course, the Monte Carlo SS had this rear trunk spoiler on it. Again, that's in great shape. You see all the Monte Carlo badging and decals, the Chevy emblem. Again, the bumpers on this car are all the painted bumpers. Back window, you can see it does have the rear defrost in it. You can see all those lines in it for the defroster. All of your trim, the molding around there, that's all in great shape. No chips or cracks here. And it does have that third brake light. Now we'll go ahead and open up our trunk lid real quick here, just to show you inside that. So as we open that up, you can see the underside of the trunk lid, all painted the same white as the exterior of the car. Your trunk seals and weather stripping here is all in great shape too. You've got a set of floor mats in here, nice little trunk mat. We've got the Space Saver spare tire in here too. Again, only to be used in cases of emergencies. And I'm seeing this box in here, so I'm going to maybe guess that there is one of the Labras for the front of the car in here. Of course, sometimes a lot of people elect not to run them on there because, again, if you put them on for very long and you've driven the car for a while, you know what happens with it. You'll get, fading in the other paint or oxidation, and then the front end of the car looks completely different from the back end. So anyways, I believe that's what's in that box. So again, if you would like to purchase a car, at least you've got that as an option to put on. Again, what we have here with the rear of the car, all, like I said, painted bumpers here. And again, you do have the dual exhaust down here. Just a nice slash cut put on those exhaust pipes as they come out the rear. As we come around the passenger side, again, nice super straight panels the whole way along the side of the car. You've got your door gaps now on your passenger side. Again, very uniform. Like I said, elevations are dead on this car. Striping, body lines, all of that all falls right in line the way it should. Your glass here on the passenger side, this is all in great shape too. And again, like I said, these T-tops are in phenomenal shape for an 86. Let's open up our passenger door. Just take a look inside. Now on here, we're going to notice, just kind of take a look at the upholstery. Again, there's no rips or tears in any of that. Now, what you see sitting on the passenger seat here, we've got the original owner's manual, the original service manual, and we've got the original customer shipping receipt in here also from when this car was bought new. Now that customer receipt is not filled out, but it is the original one from whenever this car was delivered to its newest owner, or its first and foremost owner. Now again, that is the interior. We'll close that up. The dash, no cracks or anything in that dash pad, so that's all in great shape. And now we'll just come up to the front of the vehicle. So this would be your SS front nose. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary here. You got your traditional sealed beam headlight units here, highs and low beams up here. You've got the black grille here also. Again, all of that pinstriping continues around the nose on the car for the SS. Of course, you've got the black air dam added on down below as part of that SS package. Now the hood, this is all steel hood. Again, this is factory. You can see all your gaps and elevations. The hood fits really well. Back here, your windshield. Again, no chips or cracks in the windshield. That's in great shape. Tinted at the top. Kind of gradually goes away as you work your way down the windshield. Now again, with this being an 86, the hood popper is inside. So let's go ahead and pop that, because that's what we're going to talk about next. So as you can see, the hood popper inside does work. As that went ahead and lifted that hood. You do have your secondary latch. We'll put that up now. And if you go all the way up with it, no problem with that hood staying up on its own. So the hinges and springs and everything all function as they should. The underside of the hood, this is your factory insulation. That's still in good shape. It's all tacked up the way that it should be. Don't see any rips or tears in it for its age. Looks really well. In here, as far as the engine compartment goes, this is going to be your original motor for this car. This is the GM 305, the high output motor that came in these Monte Carlo SS's. You've got the factory style radiator there with the shroud. Same thing with the fan. This motor here, it's got the power steering attached to it. You've got the power brakes here also. Now these are disc brakes on the front, drum brakes on the rear of the car, of which you'll see the whole complete underside once we do our underside video for you. Now behind this 305 motor, we've got the 200 R4 automatic, it's a 4-speed automatic transmission. And then we've got the 10-bolt rear out back, 273 gear in that. So that's going to get you cruising down the road pretty good for this vehicle. Again, with the 305, back in the 86, their plan with that wasn't an all-out muscle car, but it was going to be a car that you could take out, cruise around in. It was going to be comfortable for you. And still, again, the 305 being the high output, you could still have a little bit of power out of that car to make it nice for you out on those cruises. Again, factory air conditioning on this car too. Everything functions as it should. So it's just a real nice, like I said, kind of like a timepiece from back in 86. So we've been all around the outside of this car. We've looked at the interior, in the trunk, under the hood. Now, what we'll do next, get it up on our lift, show you the complete underside of this car, and then we'll finally fire up that motor and let you hear what that motor sounds like. Alright, so we're underneath our 1986 Chevy Monte Carlo SS, so we're going to go through this car just like we do all of the rest of ours. Go through front suspension, steering, and braking, work our way through the drive line, through the rear suspension and braking, wheels, tires, frame, and floors, and exhaust system. So starting at the front, again, nothing real out of the ordinary with this car. We're going to have all of the original stock components on this car. So your front cross member, that's all stock. The upper and lower control arms on this too, those are all stock. Ball joints are all in good shape, greased and maintained as they should be. As far as the rest of the suspension, we do have a heavy duty front sway bar on this car. The sway bar bushings at the frame, as well as the sway bar end link bushings, those are all in good shape too. Steering on this car, it is power steering. Now all of your arms are to the front of the control arms here, your tie rods and so forth. But again, all the ball joints are all in good shape. All the rubber dust boot covers, those are all intact as well. As far as the braking, it is power brakes as well. It's disc brakes up front, drum brakes out on the rear of the car. Now we'll come in just a little bit here. We'll talk about the drivetrain here on this car. Now we're starting off here with the original 305 high output motor that these Monte Carlos came with. It has the original transmission in it too. This is the 204R 4-speed automatic transmission. Again, the pan on that transmission as well as the pan on the motor itself, nice and dry, free from any leaks or drips. Does have the flywheel cover on it too. As we work our way back a little further, you're going to see we've got the transmission cross member here. That's in great condition. The actual mount here, again, same thing, good shape. As far as our drive shaft, this is a balanced drive shaft, so that's going to help eliminate a lot of the vibrations that you might feel in the drivetrain. And then finally, the rear end. This is a 10-bolt rear end here. It is a 373 gear in here. And then as you can see here, it does have the rear sway bar as well with all the factory rear suspension on it also. Nice set of gas shocks up here as well. Now, as far as the exhaust system on this is probably all original style exhaust here too. So it's going to start coming off of your stock cast exhaust manifolds at the motor. Comes down here, your two pipes obviously. They merge into one here with your catalytic converter. The heat shield is intact also for this underneath here. And then of course it wires out into your dual mufflers then. These are dual accelerator turbo style mufflers. Then of course your tailpipes up over top of the rear end and then out the back of the car right underneath the rear bumper on it. They've got a slash cut on those exhaust tips. As far as the frame and floors go, frame again looks in great shape underneath here, no modifications whatsoever, just all factory stock here. The floors, again, no patching at all on these floors. They look great. You can see all the stamping lines and everything. It all looks really well. And then if we go all the way to the back of the car here, the fuel tank, again, you can tell how well the car's been taken care of. This fuel tank is in immaculate condition here. There's no dents or dings whatsoever. All of your mounting hardware is all in great condition, including those straps. As far as the rest of the car, there's only one more thing to go over. That's wheels and tires. It's got the factory style 15 by 8 inch aluminum Monte Carlo SS wheels on it, and then we have gone ahead and put brand new tires on it. They are 215/65 R15s on all four corners, and they are the BFGoodrich Radial TA tires. Like I said, these are brand new on this car. So that's pretty much it for underneath, other than just obviously all your brake lines and fuel lines are routed as such, and it does have the e-brake all hooked up to and functional. So with that said, we'll go ahead and lower it down off the lift. We'll open the hood up, we'll go ahead and start that motor up, let you hear what that 305 high output motor sounds like, and then we'll go ahead and finish up our video with that.